Hey everyone, it's John P. Today I am announcing that I am leaving Delray Watch. Yes, that's right. After nearly 7 years with my business partner Federico over at Federico Talks Watches, I am now moving on and focusing on other things, the things that I was doing before I founded Delray Watch with Federico. I was investing in startups. I was working with startups. I was working in business. And that's how I met Federico. Now, I do want to say this is actually a really great thing and a time for celebration for me and also Delray Watch, because Delray Watch is keeping Federico. Of course, Federico is Delray Watch. That's how we put it together. It's how we structured the company really around Federico from Federico Talks Watches. He brought to the business the watch industry experience, long time working in the industry from Richemont and so many others. And I brought the business and technology experience along with some investment capital. We were at the right place at a right time, and we grew just a phenomenal business, thousands and thousands and thousands of watch deals later, nearly 7 years later, here we are. And I am here to announce that my shares in the company have been acquired by, of course, Federico, but there's also an additional very small capital partner that has put in a very large capital injection. And I'm very excited to see what they do with the company here on out. I've heard some of the plans and I've seen a lot of the new inventory that's going to be going up on the site. And these guys, Federico, the rest of the team, they're all staying there. It's going to be a phenomenal thing. And if you've been with Delray Watch through the years, I do want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for giving me, the rest of the guys, Federico, the team, motivation to keep going. It's been just a phenomenal journey, and I'm very excited also to see how I work with them in the future. You know, I'm not actually disappearing. I'm still going to be posting on this channel continually. I'm sure I'll still be talking about Delray Watch. I'm sure Federico and I will still be making videos into the future. After, at the end of the day, we're still friends, and, we've managed to work so well together over the years. But for me personally, I received an offer from them and it just made a lot of sense. Right place and a right time and an opportunity for everyone, a win-win-win deal. You can watch the full video where Federico and I are in the office and we talk about the deal, structured, how it came about over on his channel, Federico Talks Watches. Also, I'll be talking more about the inner workings of it as well as Delray Watch, how we built Delray Watch, as well as some of the things maybe you didn't know that I was working on all through the years or before over on my new business channel that will be in addition here, where I'll talk about business related topics, some of the investments in startups I've been making, some of the teams I've been coaching, as well as some of the other industries that I've been a part of, including the music industry, the medical industry, and so many others. So there'll be a link in the description below for that channel, as well my Instagram, The Real John P, where I've been kind of trickling out maybe some more junior level advice for those that are looking to get into entrepreneurship. This is something that I had studied. I have, while working through Delray Watch, I'd done so many other things. And when Federico and I got started, we started the business. I brought those skills. He brought those skills. We put it together. The watch industry exploded. And over the years, we had been approached over and over and over, maybe 4 or 5 times to be acquired by different companies. And we never wanted to do it. It never made sense. But personally, the situation that I'm in, I would like to get back to focusing more on the things that I was doing before Delray Watch. I had developed certain processes and means of investment into smaller companies to build them up, grow them, and scale them. And that's what I did with Delray Watch. And so over the years, nearly 7 at this point, the different things that I have developed, really, I think I'd proven in the market. And that's what I want to start doing with other companies more, which is what I was doing originally. But also the timing, the location, I'll mention I had moved a little bit further away from the office in South Florida. Miami is really not the scene for me. As I, start aging here, I know I'm young to many, but old to some, right? And the Miami lifestyle, certainly, for a once simple guy from Cleveland, Ohio, it does kind of wear and tear on you a little bit, certainly different, more of a hustle and bustle kind of mentality. And I'm more, laid back and, practical in a certain sense. So that's what I'm doing as well. I'm going to be moving a little bit further away and working on additional projects that I cannot wait to share with you. and a little bit more, behind the lens of what goes on and the other things that I do, link in the description below to that channel. Now, what is going to change at Delray Watch? For the customers, very little. The entire team is staying on. Federico now has even more control of the company, right? As I'm going to be leaving, I was co-founder. It was just us two. Of course, we built the team, but now he has total and sole control of the company. And I have the utmost confidence that he is going to continue to bring the absolute best watch dealing, watch trading, buying, selling experience that you can possibly get. I even recently purchased a Zenith El Primero watch from Delray Watch post leaving, and I bought it as a retail customer, truly. And the experience, it's so phenomenal on the other end. Being in the inner workings and just, kind of picking up the watch and buying it, it's a little bit different. But I see the other end, and I understand why the company has so many great reviews and so many people that just love it. And it's you. I do want to thank all of you once again from the bottom of my heart that, we couldn't have done this without you, without leaving the comments below, kind of pushing us forward, motivating us to continue on this journey. We really couldn't have done it without you. The times where people would come up to me in a Starbucks or, they were an Uber driver and they would say, hey, I watch all your videos, that I would forget about that aspect. It would remind me that this really is a community. And that's how we started Delray Watch. We started Delray Watch to build the watch guy or the watch collector's watch company. This wasn't a big frills and, fuss muss kind of a thing with a lot of smoke and mirrors. No, we wanted simple deals, honest transactions, best in market pricing, very competitive pricing. And we wanted fair trade, low overhead. And that's what we did. And I'm very confident that Federico and the rest of the team is going to continue to take Delray Watch in that direction, bringing you even more inventory with a pretty large capital injection and just growing the company bigger, better, and really sticking with it through to the end. I know that these guys, Federico and the team, are going to have such a great experience. They're planning out for you, including some other plans that, maybe I'm a part of as well. We don't want to give away too much here, but I will say certainly keep following Federico, Delray Watch. There are some very interesting and awesome plans in the very near future. So what's next for me? For me, like I said, I'm going to be getting back into investing in startups, working with startups, investing in certain projects, independent artists, musicians is something that I've dabbled in and I've been doing in the past through Delray Watch, but my focus has been predominantly just on watches. But, my history and my experience and what I've done prior to Delray Watch was really in that category: tech, computer science, on to grad school at Brown, where I had studied entrepreneurship and engineering. And that is where my focus is going to lie. And that's the direction I'm going back into. These are the skills that I have, and this is what I really enjoy doing. I've really enjoyed doing it in the watch industry, and I'm not leaving the watch industry. There's actually a very cool project I'm a part of that will be likely announced in the next 4-5 weeks. But I'm going to be casting a wider net and opening up the lens and working and implementing some of these things that I did at Delray Watch to make it successful in a very similar fashion with other types of businesses. And I'm going to be charting it on my channel, link in the description below, as I go along the process. So if you are interested, please go over there. I know there's not a ton of content yet. A lot of it has been shot, but it hasn't been edited. And kind of navigating the transitional period here as well. So please stay tuned over there. There's going to be some very cool content that I know at least some, if not many of you would love to see. So that's the situation, guys. I do want to reiterate once again, this is a win situation all around for you, the customer at Delray Watch. Nothing is going to be changing. It could really only get better. You can really only expect to get higher prices likely on your trade-in watches. You can only expect to have more of a selection of watches to purchase with the additional capital coming in. And I really do believe that Delray Watch not only is to just explode to the next level, but also increase the quality and the customer satisfaction as well. And that leads me into saying again, thank you so much for being with me along this journey. I'm just so happy and ecstatic that all the pieces kind of seem to work out in the right spots. Everyone seems to be happy on my end and our end at the end of the day. And I'm sure that you guys will stick with me here on this channel, where I will continue to talk about watch and watch industry ideas, thoughts, concepts. And if there is anything else that you'd like to, see or hear, please leave it down in the comments below, because I do like to engage and I do like to adapt my content to the things that you would like to see, because once again, I could not have done this without you. And that's something that I like to do, right? I like to listen to the people and give the people what they want. This is a community, and we're all in this as watch enthusiasts and collectors together. And that's something that I've always loved about the watch industry. And I look forward to continuing with all of you in this type of way. That's it for me, guys. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much. You've been chatting with John P.